Hi there. Welcome back to another episode of Oh Look, a podcast. Thank you.
While putting your favorite condiment on a sandwich, you accidentally make a magical occult symbol and summon a demon. You silently take 2 more slices of bread out of the package and make another sandwich. You put it on a plate with a handful of potato chips and hand it to the demon. He takes the sandwich, smiles, and vanishes in a puff of demonic smoke. The next day, you get the job promotion you were after. There was no contract, no word spoken. You owe nothing. But every now and then, another demon pops in for lunch, because demons don't often get homemade sandwiches.
And with that,
demons should be well treated.
And with that, I would like to welcome today's special guest, the original room boy.
Yikes.
Our boy, Zach Randolph.
Z Randy for short.
He's got the swagger of a cripple.
Yeah. I got the disability card for it.
Yet we never used the parking ticket for it.
Nope. I'll
But
get
anyway,
that one day.
Today I just wanted to welcome my boy. We have lived together since my time at Lee.
3 years, baby.
Literally going on 3 years. Starting out in B.O.B., then our Brincefield boys. Shout out to Aiden and Joe.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Joe, but not to Aiden.
Rest in pepperoni.
And now here at the lovely 468 15th Street.
Junior year, best year.
That's right. So I just thought it'd be fun to have a good buddy, a good friend here with me.
Yay.
And we can just talk about all sorts of things because unlike Aiden and myself, you have other interests.
Well, let me stop you right there, Bryson. Let me tell you, bud. It's real good to be on the show.
How petty are we gonna get?
I'm not an interesting person.
So he thinks he's not an interesting person. I disagree with that completely. That's gonna be the whole point of today's show.
What do you think? Like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and
you describe.
Oh Jesus, there goes the waveform. So anyway,
I just opened that up and I thought that was a cute little thing and I wanted to share it with Bryson, but we're recording, so
yeah,
nice.
It is nice, and all of these like unnecessarily long pauses just get chopped down. It's amazing what the power of editing can do. Like I could say something right now incredibly racist, like black, and then make a cut right there, and amazing, and just like anything you say,
ew, I hate this.
Gone.
I feel dirty.
Anything is gone. You could literally say anything, and I would just cut it out. Just know that I could take that sound clip and just have it forever.
Oh, you're right. Oh no.
Just
well,
kidding.
It's okay. I'm not going anywhere, anyways.
So, I figured it'd be kind of fun to kind of tell our little story, just how we got to know each other and everything.
Okay.
Because
I'll start.
As I said, we have known each other for going on 3 years, and we've been through a lot of interesting experiences together. You're giving me this really weird look right now. And I don't know if it's because you love me or hate me.
I'm just not very. I'm not very good. I'm not a good personality on the internet.
That's you okay.
Yeah.
So why don't we start where it all began, the summer of 2017, and
let me start.
Please begin.
It was the summer of 2017.
Feel free to lean in whenever you want to. Don't get like super close. Oh God.
It was very quiet.
Yikes.
The summer of 2017.
Uh-huh.
We arrive from little old Chattanooga, Tennessee. Lookout Valley.
At your boy.
The 4 to the 3 to the 2. 4 2 3. So we didn't know where we were going to be staying because Lee didn't actually give me a who my roommate was email.
That's right.
So it was real neat. And so
you had no idea. You knew you were staying in B.O.B.
Yep.
But you did not know who was living with you at all.
Yep. So me and my little mom, we drove up to B.O.B.
Shout out to moms everywhere.
Shout out to moms everywhere. I need a drink.
There it is.
There it is. The iconic catchphrase. I need a drink.
There you go.
All right.
Timestamp that junk.
All right. So we drive up there. We're just settling in. We're just looking around. During that little checklist they have all the new freshmen do, you know, when you're moving into a new place. Perfectly reasonable.
Right.
And then horde of 5 people come into my room. shattering any image I had for peace
Okay, so
for the next 4 years.
So time out, little context.
All right,
So
hold on. I'm listening to you, but I'm also getting it.
okay, so he's gonna go. I don't know what he's doing. Are you actually gonna go grab?
Fade in here.
Fade in here. Insert fade.
Insert.
And you can
Classic
have. Oh wait,
fade.
hang on. We can have a loud. There's a
fade.
sharp. Here's a sharp waveform.
All right.
Okay, are we ready, ladies and gentlemen? Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Non-alcoholics.
Literally. Well, I mean, I'm actually not drinking anything, so. We're not sponsored by Coke, though. It would be great if we were.
You see.
Should we try and plug sponsorships now already? Episode 2.
You see.
We've got
Who
Coca-Cola.
wants to live in a world without Coke?
Not me. Not me. Not this boy.
Shout out to the big man Walter White, providing inspiration for this.
Oh, that's right.
This yes. Yeah, I made a quote.
Who wants to live in a world without Coke? Name that episode, fans.
Say my name.
Also that.
That was actually the name of the episode.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I was trying to hide it from you because I didn't know if you knew what that moment meant.
Oh, really?
And so I was like,
I need to take this freaking. I did not know that. Very interesting. For context, I have been over the last year and a half.
We have been binging Breaking Bad for 2 years.
Yeah, so literally at some point during sophomore year, I was like, I want to watch this show, and you were like, oh, bro, I love it. You got to watch it. So we've been watching it.
This is my third rewatch.
Third
time watching.
I am just now getting to the last season, and things are hitting the fan, and it's great. But
to be more precise, we just hit the mid-season premiere.
It's the beginning of the end.
Spoilers for Breaking Bad. Just kidding.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. We'll put that little touch. So anyway, segue back into how we met. So
Bryson popped me with a, hold on a minute.
I did. I just said clap back. Coke sponsor us. So like my good buddy here, I had originally been given a roommate designation.
Oh, you mean unlike me?
Oh yeah, unlike my.
Yeah,
friend.
there you go.
Yeah. So I pay attention.
I
had received an email about like mid-July saying, hey, this is going to be your roommate and your suite mates. Text them, get to know them a little bit before you get to campus. I had joined the Class of 2021 Facebook group.
So did I. Yes, sir.
I'm still a part of that. I think.
Is that still a thing?
Yeah, it's still a thing. Nobody's posted in it forever.
I'm going to look it up while you tell the story.
Class of 2021, what's good? So,
Shout out. We're all losers.
To all of us who won't graduate in 2021.
Who hasn't dropped out yet.
So I
350.
Woo! And when's the last post?
February 12th. Selling a couch.
How about it?
Selling a discount card for sorority.
Wow.
More sorority.
Why have friends when you can buy them? Okay, so I got an email being told I was gonna have these roommates. So I texted this guy. I emailed him. I did.
Who is this guy again?
I don't even remember his name, to be honest with you. Because
Oh, wait, it's going to get bad.
This episode will now be called Flatulence because any form of air coming out of your body is called flatulence. Fun fact, everybody. So,
I'm listening to you.
I text this guy, I emailed this guy, literally like no response whatsoever. And it's great because, as it turns out, this dude dropped out before he even came to Lee.
Man after my own heart.
So, apparently mid-August or early August before we moved in, he dropped out. And that's why he wasn't replying to me. So this poor guy just gets bombarded from messages from this guy who's so excited to meet him and live with him. And it was just never meant to be. So flash forward to August. I show up to B.O.B. all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. We walk up all of those stairs with all of my crap.
All right, first off, interruption. How many people is in your traditional RPG party? You
4.
have you, the bard, Zachary, his younger brother, not affiliated with me, Zachary, number 2. He is the sharpshooter, the ranger.
Literally.
You know, I think your dad would be a paladin.
I love the RPG comparisons you're making to my family.
All right, and I think your mother would probably be a cleric.
Definitely.
All right, so that's what, 4 people?
Yes.
All right, you got a 4-man RPG group. You ready to go slay the Lich King? All right, back to your story. There's 4 people coming into this room right now.
Okay, so
and the room is not very big.
So the room is maybe built for a person and a half.
Fits two people. Barely.
Barely. You gotta love dorm life. And so myself, my dad, my brother, and my mom.
His brother's the ranger. Gunslinger.
Buddy, if you're listening to this, just know that he talks about you nonstop.
I love you, Zachary. You're like the little brother, literal. I never had. He's like 3 foot taller than me.
Not literally.
Literally, the man's 8 foot tall. He can't be stopped.
Okay, it's close to true, but not true.
He's getting stronger by the day.
So we walk into what was called the cluster, which was this like centered area with like couches and the TV and stuff, so all the guys could come hang out. And
fun fact, I went out there 3 times throughout the year.
Yeah, freshman year, this boy was a hermit.
I am still a hermit.
So I go out in there, and we walk up to what was going to be my home for the next year, and I look on the door, and it has my name and then someone named Zach R. And I was like, that's not the name of the guy I texted in email. And to be honest, I was a little scared because I've messaged this guy for like a month, and he's not replied, and here I am going to go face him. Like, what is he going to say to me? So we walk in, and literally, like, you turn around, and the look on your face was just about priceless. Because, as he said...
Describe my look.
We all pile into this room that was never meant to hold this many people. With stuff.
The Maggard family are very tall people. In comparison...
to the Randolphs.
To me and my mother, I am about 5'2". My mother's about 4'11".
So we walk into this dwarf house, and...
Dwarf house? Come here, son.
So we walk in, and he turns around, and it was literally like, you know that scene in any movie where someone sees God?
Like,
yeah. I think a halo of light must have followed us in the room or something, because the look on your face was like you had just seen God.
I was afraid.
But I think it was because you were scared of us.
I was also afraid.
So we walk in there, and literally I think the first thing we said, it was silent for a second, and then it was like, hey. So then, I think your mom said the first thing. So
let me take over real quick.
Yeah, you interject.
All right, so I was calm, collected, cool. I had a nice
alliteration.
Keep going. Keep
going. How many sounds can you get?
Can you let me talk, please? Thanks.
But anyway,
so
that's what. Yeah. So, Jesus.
So basically,
that's staying in.
I'm sorry. I was cool, calm, collected. Had a neck beard of the 9th degree.
That's true.
Just coming out of fast food degeneracy.
Mm-hmm.
Just ready to experience college life. And then I see the boy, Bryson Maggard. So I walk up to the tall one, the long, tall haired man. I'll be like, "Hi, my name's Zach. You're Bryson, right?"
To my
this was not Bryson. It was his little brother, Zachary. I was embarrassed.
He's about 3 inches taller than me at this point, somewhere around there. He's about, I don't know, 70% more looks like a college student. So we walk in there.
Full beard, man bun.
Yeah, had the beard. The beard had come in. He had did he have the man bun yet, or he just kind of started on that?
He had long hair. I don't know.
Yeah, he hadn't really.
I don't remember.
I don't think he'd really done that yet. So walk in there, and the first thing this guy who's supposed to be my friend does is walk up to my brother and say, "Hey man, nice to meet you. You're Bryson, right?"
Oh yeah.
So
hey
man. That was so great. We were off to a wonderful start. So then we got the formalities out of the way. We met your mother, and you met my family, and it was like, hey, whatever. But we were like all so awkward, and my dad was trying to be my dad. P.S. I love you, Dad. But you'd be heckin' awkward.
I don't remember what your dad was doing.
He was just being himself.
I love your dad. Your dad's awesome.
So we get
get it, Jim.
So we get we get the formalities out of the way, and I feel like considering that we were pretty like chill. Mm-hmm. But then came the moment where my mom hugged me, kissed me on the cheek, and said, "I love you, bye." And they closed the door and left. And then I realized I was alone with this guy who I did not know for the rest of the foreseeable future, because we didn't do anything the rest of that day.
I don't remember what happened that day. I don't remember doing anything. And then
didn't.
Next thing we met up was like during that free time after,
The
Because
fair.
it was lunch, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yep.
was that same day?
I don't remember because I remember it was after I met you for the first time.
I think it may have been that
Because
same day.
I literally like tagged along and followed you for like the
Was
next
that
like
okay?
hour and a half.
So friends who may be listening to this, Megan or anybody, or really anybody that may happen to listen to this.
Shout out, ladies.
Yeah, shout
Love you
out to my Lotties and Le.
So
So I want to say it was that same day, but we had like a thing maybe in Con Center where
it was like the commemoration was later that night.
That's right. So we
sat on the
we
stairs
had
with
this
some
like
guy.
that's right. So we had this thing going on down on the Ped Mall. All you elite people know what I'm talking
It
about.
was lunch.
It was a lunch.
It was a
because
fancy
it was
lunch.
barbecue and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I go and met up with a family friend. His name's Brennan. Love you, bro. Love all you Humphreys freaks. Met up with him. Met up with his family. Said hey because mom and dad had already left. And it was nice to see a familiar face and literally zero familiar faces because my cousin wasn't even there. McKenna.
Hey, I had also met up with a family friend who invited me to hang out with them. But I saw my good friend, buddy Bryson. I was like...
I think I texted you. And I was like, hey, bro, have you got lunch or something like that?
Yeah.
And you were... Because you said, like, text me and we'll hang out. And I was like, sure. So I text him and he literally just kind of appears. And he's like, hey, and he had like a plate, and we literally awkwardly just kind of went and sat down.
I remember we sat down in the middle of the Ped Mall, like on those brick
steps right in front of the Res Life office.
And we just tried to not get in the way of everyone else. And
were we successful? No. And I think that was the first time you saw like what a terrible music nerd I am because Colony House.
We talked about music
because Colony House and Mute Math were playing on the speakers.
Yes, yeah.
And 21 Pilots.
Yes, and I low key. I was still I was still a fan of 21 Pilots at that point. So I was like, oh, I like those guys. And then I really
we're a fan.
Yes, I still am.
So we're hanging out on the Ped Mall. Nice. So we're hanging out. I think that was the first like formal like we were having great conversation hangout.
Yeah, it was very awkward.
It was awkward, but like we were trying.
Mm-hmm.
So we were hanging out, and then we kind of like left. I had to go. I think Brennan.
Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Here's what happened. I saw my prey, and I realized that I had to secure the parasite that I am.
Okay.
I had to secure my relationship with the one who would support me for the next 3 years.
Okay.
Continue on, Bryson.
So I think literally like I think Brennan had invited me to a soccer game or something, and so
I remember that too.
We went our separate ways, and you were like, "See you later, bro." And I don't know what actually you did after that. Did you go home, or do you remember what you did?
Implying I would do anything else but go to my room and sleep.
Did you really? Is that what you did?
I'm pretty sure I went and got some stuff set up, like my computer set up.
Oh yeah, the baby.
Yeah, the baby. I built my computer the year before. I'm real proud of it.
I forgot it was that fresh.
It's still going strong.
She is. She's a beast.
It's
you want to drop some specs real quick?
Some specs? All right. All right, y'all ready for this? Don't judge me. This was built in the 2015, 2016 year range. All right, so we got for the CPU, I got an i7 7000K for that overclocking that I don't do.
That's a big yum.
Yes, sir. But it was top of the line at the time. I had initially for the motherboard, I just picked up like a budget. It was like an A17A Asus, yeah, something like that. It doesn't have all the features, but it was fine. And for my initial graphics card, my first love, it is a MSI 390X graphics card. Because go red, go AMD for life, son. Which is really hypocritical because I later upgraded to a GTX 1080 Titan, which is what I have now. Considering upgrading, but the rest of my specs are pretty non-important. I got a really bad PSU just from a good deal, but I wasn't aware of the bad parts of that one, which include house fires. But we got that taken care of. And yeah, that's my That's my baby. All housed in a nice Fractal Design 5. And I hear they're coming out with a new one, a new series of computer cases with that. So I'm looking forward to an upgrade soon, maybe, depending on bonuses.
Oh. For clarification, I have no idea 90% of what he just said.
All right, and it's okay if you don't. I can explain it to you if you like. I don't care.
I think over the course of our time together, like I've learned a lot more.
Yeah.
But I'm still very ignoramus.
Oh yeah, and I have 16 gigs of RAM. One has died in the service.
It did.
One has died. I think in the pursuit of modding Skyrim, it finally gave its last life.
Which is probably my fault.
Probably Bryson's fault. He's real giggle and a gaff for funny glitches and stuff.
That's me. I think my you literally used to make fun of me because my trademark quote was "I broke it."
All right, computer talk over. Let's get back to the story.
So I go and hang out at the soccer game. Which, by the way, Brennan, to your credit, I never went to another soccer game. So I think you went home.
Yep.
And I went to the soccer game, and then I think before the commencement, I just hung around. So we had the commencement, and then the next day was gateway stuff. It was Deke Day, I'm pretty sure.
Ooh, Deke Day.
So
your boy made it into the video, of course.
This boy, okay, hold on. I'm going to get close to the mic for this one because this is important. I'm sorry if you're listening on headphones and you're used to one.
Your boy being Zach Randolph, me, the guest. I'm sorry, main part of the podcast?
So this boy, Lee made
I'm older.
Okay, this whore got. Ow! Jesus Christ! I've changed the title of the episode. This one is now called "Domestic Abuse and Why It's Not Funny."
Everything's funny if you give a reason for it.
Okay, Joker. So
I haven't seen it.
Lee made a documentary film because while we were here. Which is something I think Aiden and I were talking about.
Shout out Jason Van Hook.
While we were here, we literally experienced some of the craziest things that Lee has gone through. The record coming out, the Centennial.
There's pretty big milestones. Centennial. The Lee worship record was monumental, and no other worship album will ever replace it in my heart.
True.
In my heart of hearts, I know it's true.
Carlos.
Because no longer bound, we cannot stand defeated.
That's actually really in key. Look at you.
Has overcome. All right, back to it.
So, and then now, Dr. Khan stepping down from the presidency. We love you. We love you, Dr. Khan.
That might be a big reason I might not come back to Lee.
You know Dr. Walker.
I'm just joking, Mom.
You know Dr. Walker, though, don't you?
Yes, I do know Dr. Walker. He's great. He has lectured in many of my classes.
He's a great guy. So, this boy, Lee made a documentary about the Centennial, which was really great, and it's on YouTube, actually.
It's so well done. What is it called?
The 100-Year Journey.
100-Year Journey. I went and saw it in the theater with the film department. It was very good.
Was it in Dixon, or did you go with the actual?
I went to the actual
room?
Screening room.
Oh, nice.
It was very nice.
So, this boy, I went to one of the screenings earlier on. And I literally, I think I texted you immediately, and I was like, because I got my phone out to try and take this picture. So there's a 2-3 second clip of him with his gateway group on Deke Day.
Deke Day means service. We were at a nursing home, providing a service.
Was that there when they filmed that? Mm-hmm. It wasn't here.
It was not here.
Huh. So
because you saw us interacting with the elderly.
Gotcha. So. Yeah,
we do a hang loose.
He's doing a big hang loose guy.
We do. That's kind of my thing. I do peace sign. I do hang loose.
This boy's in the documentary film. So Deke Day, for those of you who are not Lee people, as you were saying, is a day of service. So most of the time it involves going to nursing homes, and some people do other service projects, but I think most everybody goes to nursing homes. It's just something they do.
Let's see what Deke means. I'm pretty sure
it was like diakonos or something like that. The Greek word. It was like DIAK.
Oh,
I don't know.
Well, yep. There you go. To serve.
Yeah.
Modern day shorthand for a diakono.
Yeah.
The Greek word means to serve.
So this is something that's been going on.
Guess what? That's why I failed Greek. Shout out.
So this is something that's been in place at Lee for a while now, and it's a pretty cool thing.
It's a good thing.
It's also because you meet. It's one of the first things you do with your gateway.
It's also a good reason for a lot of. I think it shows the kind of place Lee is. to a degree, especially to those who kind of just chose Lee for no real reason.
Mm.
I think it kind of shows the service based part very well.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I don't know if your gateway is similar, but my people were just a lot of random like majors and stuff, and I don't think they were expecting quite a faith based, service based experience, and that really caught them off guard.
Actually, mine was a little bit different because
Music majors are saints.
Well, no, like we were just music majors in the gateway. So
it's a joke.
So the School of Music actually has 3 gateways that are exclusively music majors. Shout out to Luann Holden and the OG Gateway, the best peer leaders, the best crew. Love you, friend group, who we drafted this boy into.
Yep. My gateway has all but dissolved. Shout out Jason Van Hook. Love you, bud.
And
Darius. Darius is the boy. Kelsey. Oh.
So
y'all all graduated at one point.
So we did a nursing home just like anybody else, but it was kind of interesting because we were already music majors, so they already were like, with some people I'm sure it was like, oh, I don't sing, but with us it was like, oh, you all sing, so you have to do this.
Oh yeah, we sung a song. It was embarrassing. Oh, I think the video of us singing is in the documentary. I think that's a thing.
There's a lot more footage of one of the other music major groups, not ours, which was we were kind of salty about because we had a blast. But anyway, it was a wonderful time, and yeah, that was basically like our first day or our first weekend at Lee.
There were a lot of events that I could have partaken in, but I did not for other reasons.
And then, like, you know, over the course of the first couple weeks of class, you know, we got to know each other a little bit better. Mm-hmm. That was one of the first times I really knew anybody that really actually knew what they were talking about with gaming and things like that.
Oh yeah. Personality trait of mine is nerd. Gamer.
Well, but I mean, I'm a nerd. Of just
I choose not to go by those, but it is definitely a big part of my life, and I enjoy those things.
Sure. Well, and you know, you like made me realize just in like for the people in School of Music, like I thought I was a musical nerd, and then I met Juliana McKenna and Megan Slayback and Abby Newman, and realized I knew nothing. I thought I was an okay gamer, and in some ways, like I am a bigger nerd about some other things than you.
Sure.
But this boy, like, actually knows what he's talking about when it comes to PC things, and
I have a lot of surface level knowledge. Don't let him give too much credit. Well, I have a lot of surface level knowledge.
Well, with PC stuff specifically, you do have a lot more in depth.
Oh, dude,
you would spend like, I mean, if you had to guesstimate, how many hours do you think you've spent just PC gaming compared to like PS4 or other
PC gaming?
things?
Oh Lord, I booted up CK2 a second ago, Crusader Kings 2, and it was like 112.
112 hours.
Yeah. Just for that, I bought that like a year ago.
Yeah,
2 years ago.
That's just here. Like, I mean,
that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. What you mean?
When I came home, sometimes you'd be Rainbow Six Siege like for hours.
That's the siege life.
So, but yeah, so we got to know each other a little bit.
It was good. I got to learn a little bit about. Bryson has a good amount of qualities to him that I haven't really seen. I mean, I think we grow up pretty differently, but like it's nice.
We did grow up differently.
What's that?
We did grow up differently.
I think there's a lot of like little traits and stuff about him that have a like. It's been interesting to see. Like, he keeps a journal. Okay, real talk. I haven't seen anyone keep a journal in a very long time. But he takes a lot of time to do a lot of various different like things throughout the day that mean a lot. Like as far as like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of do things on my own. You know, I just keep going, whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's like you kind of do, like you say, you keep a journal. You make things happen. You get the ideas and you put them to paper. I respect that, man.
Well, thank you. I think for me, it's like it's always been more of a way to kind of like get those thoughts out of my head. Mm-hmm. And
I think not to cut you off, but like I think that's like what I noticed for like our first. I was just like I was impressed by that.
Well, I'm sure it went downhill from there because I'll be honest, I was incredibly productive freshman year.
Oh, me too.
And
don't worry about it.
No, you were too. But like, I was
like, all downhill, brother.
I felt very productive freshman year. I hardly ever had homework. I was doing good in my classes except one, and then I ended up finishing with an all right grade out of that class. And I got to know some of my favorite people in the world. Well, especially in my league experience, including this boy over here. Um, and it's kind of crazy because the moment we moved out of BOB, things started going downhill.
B.O.B.
I
Let's
think
talk about B.O.B. for a little while.
sure
I'm feeling
we
nostalgic.
can. Sure. So, for those of you who don't remember, last time I told you a story about someone
Zachary
taking
Skinner.
Zachary Skinner, another Zachary.
A lot of Zachary's. None of them are worth it.
Someone
That's
taking a dump on our RD's car, but many more. Oh yes, many more strange occurrences happened over the course of our time in BOB. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the storytime section of this little thing we call a podcast, where I tell a story and our special guest or guests maybe in the future tell a story.
Co-host, more like, excuse you.
That's true. It's true.
I will stab you.
Well, okay. First off, you're the guest this time. That doesn't mean you're not the co-host.
There you go.
Honestly, me and Aiden are the hosts, and you can be the co-host to me and Aiden.
That hurts my feelings in so many more ways than one.
I'm just kidding.
We're a trifecta if
That's
you want
true.
to do anything.
Honestly, that's
Aiden
why
doesn't even live here. Aiden doesn't even live here. I will kick him out. I will kick his teeth in. I'm calling Aiden.
Oh, okay.
You go ahead.
Are we gonna get Aiden on the phone?
You go ahead and get You go ahead.
He's gonna be mad because we were planning on recording a podcast this weekend, and I forgot to text him about it.
Well, hey, you should tell me. Also, go ahead and start your story, okay?
No. I was gonna explain what the story thing was.
I'm listening. I'm also calling Aiden.
Put him on speaker.
I'm putting him on speaker. He's from Kentucky. Look at that.
Did you?
It says Kentucky.
Oh. Listen closely, ladies and gents.
Bet he won't pick up.
Watch him not pick up.
Hello?
Hey, buddy.
Are you okay?
Hey, yeah, I'm fine. Are you okay?
Yeah, why are you calling me?
First off, can a boy call his good friend?
Second of all,
he definitely can, but I just didn't expect to hear my boy Zach at like 10:30 on a Sunday evening.
I guess you're right. The boy Bryson and he coerced me into talking on a podcast. So I just want to. Your name came up, and I was like, I love that guy. Let's get him on. Say hello, everybody.
Hello. Wait, are you guys recording right now?
Yes, sir. I didn't give you consent, buddy. Anyways, I just
he got triggered because I said that we were the hosts and he was the co-host.
Yeah, you don't even live here. Okay, I'm gonna skin you alive. Hey, I love you though. I just want to let you know that I'm also a host, and we can make a three-way work. But let's be real, dog.
I just don't feel like you're being cheated on, you know.
Yeah, don't. I am not one to be trifled with. Say it again, kid, and you will get banned. All right, bud. I'll see you later, man.
All right, bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, the boy Aiden Hedrick.
Aiden Hedrick.
The little sweet Kentucky.
Okay, that got a little weird.
Okay, so to explain, I was going to explain what this segment is. So we each tell a story based on a little anecdote in our lives. Today's topic will be, once again, the lovely Battle O'Bannon Hall, specifically OB4, the home of the ping pong table.
Home of Smash Bros. Melee.
That's true. I forgot about that.
Home of Guitar Hero 3.
Oh my gosh, you're literally throwing back. Like,
I've
back.
thought about this. Bryson giving me little time to prepare a story. But once he said Battle O'Bannon Lobby, I was like, all right, I got a Guitar Hero story.
So what we'll do is we'll split this up between the both of us. So you can tell a story, just like
I'm gonna go first.
Something interesting,
all right.
and then we'll transition over to me, and then we'll wrap it up a bit.
All right. So like I said, I'm not an interesting person, but the people around me can be somewhat interesting, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So back in the day at Battle O'Bannon, 4th floor represent. There's some nice fellas out there. They were actually very kind. I liked the people that we shared the floor with a lot. They were a little loud, but it's a college dorm. What are you gonna expect? So at some point they brought their old 360, Xbox 360, God tier gaming setup, and hooked it up. So we got Guitar Hero 3, or one of the many variations, everybody went to their grandma's house and brought out their old Guitar Hero equipment. We got a bass, we got a mic, we got a pretty much anything you would need for this, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So listen here. I was just like, all right, I'm going to go out and I'm going to make some friends. I don't even know these guys for like half the semester. This was like winter, right? Because it was cold. I remember coming back up. It was the first snow we had got that fall. And I was just like, I just walked from the school of religion back to O'Bannon, which is literally the farthest walk that you can on like campus, I'm pretty sure. Unless you go to like the business school.
The comm building, yeah, that's pretty much the furthest.
All right. So I walk up. I'm in like full, like, I'm wearing like 3 layers of like pants. It's cold. And they're like, bro, Zach, we're playing Guitar Hero. Want to play? I was like, shoot, yeah. Important note, I don't have rhythm. I am literally, that's the irony of me being roommates with Bryson, is that I cannot play any instrument or anything because I am so musically untalented. It's hilarious. So I was just like, oh, I used to play Rock Band. I'll enjoy this, right? Keynote. I played Rock Band with the bass, and you would just hit buttons. You would hit buttons. The guitar is very different in this. I was just like, oh, there's where I'm a scrub at Guitar Hero. So like, you know what? After a couple failed songs, I was like, I'm just gonna sing. I'm also not comfortable singing in front of people, but I wanted to be. And you know what? I was like, oh, you know what? I saw a song I loved. It was Rise Against. Oh, what is it? Savior. Kills me not to know this, but I've all but just forgotten. The color of her eyes or the scars of how she got them.
But you're above my pay grade on this one, pal.
Wait. As the silent tears are dropping, a single tear is dropping of the valley of an aging fear that this world has forgotten. Yeah, it's a great song. I love this song. So I like screamed my heart out to that song, and it was excellent.
It's true.
And it was really awkward because your boy's a little autistic, but
well, but we literally like.
And then Bryson walked in at one of these, I think.
I did. I walked in on a couple of these, but those are some of the more fun times in that floor.
Oh yeah,
what was it? We Are the Champions. Like all of us screaming, like 6 or 7 of us. The 20...
quiet times, quiet hours, be darned.
Yeah. Well, okay. I know what my story will be now. But finish your thought. Is it or?
But there's a lot of really good guys there. Shout out Connor. I still see him around Taco Bell every now and then. If you come through Taco Bell, I will comp your meal. Come on out, buddy. Anyways, Connor. Elijah. Yeah, I seen Elijah with Connor too. Come on out, boys. Yeah, you were good guys. Eventually, one day, y'all started watching Bleach, and I was like, bro, I was also watching Bleach alone. Guys. Come watch it with me. Anyways, that's my story. Not super interesting at all, but we're here.
Fun times.
Open the Snapchat.
So, to continue on with the little antics in
also Smash
in OB4, yes,
love me some Smash.
Some serious Smash games going on. So, we lived on this floor with a pretty diverse group of guys, but a number of them had gone to summer honors together. So, we were kind of on the
at a disadvantage.
At a disadvantage.
Is the unkind word to say.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's not they were mean to us necessarily, but we didn't have the luxury of knowing them for a couple months and things. So
Sam.
Yeah. So I'm a musician, a poor musician, but I am a musician
of the highest degree.
Not true. So one of the things that I enjoy about life is music memes. And one of my favorite said music memes involves a little band from the 70s called Earth, Wind, and Fire and their wonderful song September, which features...
Do you remember?
That's the one. Which features a very particular day, or excuse me, a night in September. So freshman year, I have barely known any of these guys like 2.5 months, hardly. And one of our guys on our floor... all of a sudden, it's the 21st night of September. I'm sitting in my room. It's about 11 o'clock.
Was I around at this point?
Mm-hmm.
Probably. I was probably sleeping.
No, you were just in the room because you came out for a time.
Oh, okay.
Chilling in the room. Finished my homework for the evening. I'm just, I was probably watching a YouTube video or something, and I just hear this noise, and I literally I open our door, and our door like faced straight. Most all of the doors face straight into the cluster, and I open the door, and literally there's Jake. Also, shout out to Jake, our boy. Jake's standing there with a Bluetooth speaker on the chair.
Oh, I forgot about Jake.
Screaming to the 21st of September. He's like, "Do you remember?" And just going nuts. So I had no choice but to join in. So here it is, quiet hours in BOB, and there's literally like 5 or 6 of us like screaming our lungs out to the 21st night of September, which, by the way, that's not the actual song. It's just called September, but I just wanted to, anyway. So,
great. Good job, champ.
Thanks. So we're standing there, and we're having a grand old time, and we literally, like, I want to say it devolved very quickly. I'll be honest, because it went from organized song about the actual particular day that's going on to like High School Musical. Then we did. Gosh, what else did we do?
It went wild.
We literally, like, there was country songs in there. There was like
I don't know.
Yeah, you came out for like 5 minutes because you just heard us yelling, and then you literally like immediately turned around and went back to bed. Yep. I think you came out to fix like ramen or something, and then
yes, sir.
And then left.
That's that ramen life. You do what you got to do, buddy.
I don't even remember because we had a microwave, but sometimes you would come out to the cluster to fix something. I don't remember. But anyway, we went going for like honestly probably 45, 50 minutes, and we sang everything that we could find in the book. We were singing Panic at the Disco. We were singing Queen. We were singing Dan and Shay. We were singing, I mean, just literally anything was fair game. And then we were just like hanging out and just kind of chilling. And then it just reached this point where we were all so tired that we were just like, well, I'm going to go to bed. And it was literally just kind of like all at once.
Everyone just scattered like roaches.
We just scattered. And it was basically like right about the time that we were supposed to be in our rooms anyway. And
imagine having a curfew at a college freshman dorm hall.
Imagine, yeah.
Love you, Lee.
And then it being somewhat enforced. Remember they used to lock us in our room?
Kind of.
Well, like, okay, so for reference, they can't actually lock us in our room because the locks to open it are on our side. But sometimes what they would do is lock it from the outside so no one would just, like, walk in. Though, if someone came into our dorm and walked all the way up those stairs just to break into our room, there's literally nothing special. So, well, okay, actually, to be fair, we had, like, a fair bit of stuff. We had my PS4, your PS, we had them both there for a time. Your computer, my computer.
My computer is rather expensive. Like, it's not a flex. It's just
fact.
Value.
Yeah, it's just a fact. So, we had my TV.
There's too much money in that room.
There was a lot of money for a freshman dorm room, I'll be honest. But yeah, so that's my story for BOB.
I'm going to go to the restroom real quick.
Okay. We'll have a little solo session.
A little potty break.
Welcome back, my child.
I was so excited.
So this is just gonna be a little like chill, kind of coming down from our high a little bit. We've been going.
I don't condone drug use in this household.
We've been going for 50 minutes. I just want to know.
Sorry. Daggone.
You don't have to censor yourself.
I will.
I can just cut it out or censor it. I'll put random censors on things like I'll censor that so nobody knows what I said.
That's horrible though. That's manipulation. You're gonna think I'm like a lunatic.
Well, it's censoring me more than it is you. But anyway, we've been going for a while now, but we just want to let the world know. It's kind of hilarious because I saw a meme today that was like, no one, literally nobody, and it was like a white man in his 20s. I'm starting a podcast.
Oh boy.
But it's funny because we had this podcast first episode.
We did it first.
Well, no. Not that we did it first.
I know.
But like we had this episode up for 2 weeks, and then we get roasted in a meme. So thank you whoever posted that.
We're roasted.
I mean, it wasn't about us. It was about white men in general because white people.
Dude,
but
if you're a white man and you haven't apologized to your local minority today,
Jesus Christ, look at that waveform.
take care of that. Because if you're not apologizing for your ethnicity, you're doing something wrong.
I just want you to
I say that with all sincerity in my life.
You see that massive waveform? That's your fault. That is your freaking fault. I'm going to have to compress the crap out of this. Jesus.
Shout out Fuller.
Yikes.
That's a Fuller thing. I'm not talking about apologizing for my ethnicity.
So it's really funny because a year ago we joked about it, said it was going to be a thing, and then it never was. And now here we are sitting on our couch.
Two guys on a couch playing video games. Hey, I'm Grump.
And I'm not so Grump.
And we're rip-offs.
Yep. That's us. Whoever ends up listening to this, I just want to say thanks for listening to us ramble for an innate amount of time.
Hey, thanks, man.
And thank you to my good buddy Zach Randolph.
Yeah.
My co-host of one of two co-hosts.
Only two co-hosts. Like, I don't think Aiden should be a co-host. He doesn't live here.
No. We're the host. Aiden's the co-host.
There you go. There you go. He's our co-host. He's our little minion. He's our Justin.
Sure.
Aiden, dance on the screen.
Yeah, that's not how that works. This is an audio based.
I'm gonna start Twitch streaming.
Yikes.
Dude, I will.
You could though.
I could.
I
have a webcam somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. I have all this stuff set up. I have a good setup.
But in all honesty, thank you to whoever ends up listening to this.
Thank you.
Like
being a friend.
Hey, that's a good one. You know, it's funny because there's this concept of like, oh, we don't want to do this to get famous, but like, oh, it'd be nice if people listen to this.
Bruh. You.
Actually, no. Last time me and Aiden were joking about like this is an already established brand and everyone already knows our little trends and who we are and all this other stuff. Yeah.
Yep, and this is gonna be the first thing that's sent to aliens.
Is
this is the first thing. 3,000 years from now, aliens or some future human is gonna come across this. It's a relic from a lost world. They're gonna be like, none of this matches up with what the histories say.
They say they were in a period of prosperity.
They were in Deek Day. What does it mean?
What is this Deek Day? What is Lee? Who was Paul Kahn?
Who was? These are just mysteries that we'll find next time on The Scary Door.
Oh my, the scary door. But in all seriousness, thank you to whoever ends up listening, mom or mom or also mom. Just kidding, Mom.
Love you guys.
Yeah, love whoever. Major love to whoever ends up
birthday.
listening to it. Yeah, Mom. Happy late birthday. I wish I could have seen you I wish I could have seen you on your birthday. I love you. There's a little actual serious, genuine blurb. Now back to my terrible persona. Okay, so
that was funny, Bryson.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you.
Irony is key here. What? I'll skin you alive.
I want to apologize for my co-host. I'll make sure that these kinds of issues never happen again. And in the future, he will be a respectful member of society. Thank you.
Your corpse will be in our drive-thru, hung up on a cross.
I'm going to start a tally on this one when I go back to edit it. How many times you threaten my or someone else's life?
I don't threats, I make promises.
And then I'm going to send that tally to you, and we're going to record your reaction to it.
On the next Let's Play. Epic.
Wacky Zacky Let's Play.
Wacky Zack. Zachary!
There it is.
Yeah, there you go.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to conclude this second episode of Oh Look, a Podcast.
I hate this name.
I love this name.
Let's figure out a better name.
I mean, it was originally the Two Piano Boys, so...
That hurts my feelings so much. Bye, guys. I love y'all. Thanks for having me on. Love you guys.
All of it.
Thanks for let me co-hosting. Though I am I'm a host. I'm a host.
You're BS. You are a host. You are always a co-host.
Thank you guys for having me on. I'm excited to continue this podcast as a full-time host.
It's true.
Yeah. See you on the flip side. Hang loose, Tin Hut. Exercise 10-4.
I just want the world to know how many things that I'm probably just going to have to cut out of that rambling. With that, we end the second episode of this podcast. I would like to thank my good friend Zach Randolph, my co-host, my just as valuable co-host.
Full host.
That's co-host means also a host.
Sir. Yes, sir. Well, hey, listen to it. I'm an ignoramus, but I appreciate you guys for having me on here. Thank you to Aiden, who wasn't here today.
Maybe next time we can have the threesome all on one couch. Would that not be...
Maybe next time we can actually talk about something that matters. Love you guys. Have a good night now.
Thank you.
Drive safe, okay?
You guys have a wonderful evening and or morning. And
drive safe.
And drive safe. And God bless the USA.
I'm proud to be American. Well, at least I know